friends. Today I'm going to be reading you two stories from Bible Now, and they're about after Jesus rose from the dead. The first one is called Jesus Appears to His Disciples. The disciples were gathered in a room when suddenly Jesus appeared among them. He greeted them and showed them his hands and his side. When the disciples saw the Lord, they became very happy. The disciples were in a room together when suddenly Jesus appeared to them. After Jesus had greeted them again, he said, "I am sending you just as the Father has sent me." Then he breathed on them and said, "Receive the Holy Spirit. If you forgive anyone's sins, they will be forgiven. But if you don't forgive their sins, they will not be forgiven." Although Thomas the twin was one of the 12 disciples, he wasn't with the others when Jesus appeared to them. So they told him, "We have seen the Lord." But Thomas said, "First, I must see the nail scars in his hands and touch them with my finger. I must put my hand where the spear went into his side. I won't believe unless I do this." Jesus showed them his hands and side. They were happy to see Jesus alive. Several days later, they told Thomas what they had seen. "I will not believe it unless I see Jesus." A week later, the disciples were together again. This time, Thomas was with them. Jesus came in while the doors were still locked and stood in the middle of the group. He greeted his disciples and said to Thomas, "Put your finger here and look at my hands. Put your hand into my side. Stop doubting and have faith." Thomas replied, "You are my Lord and my God." Jesus said, "Thomas, do you have faith because you have seen me? The people who have faith in me without seeing me are the ones who are really blessed." Suddenly, Jesus appeared again. He showed his scarred hands to Thomas. "Blessed are those who will believe without seeing me." All right, our next story is Jesus is taken to heaven. While the apostles were still with Jesus, they asked him, "Lord, are you now going to give Israel its own king again?" Jesus said to them, "You don't need to know the time of those events that only the Father controls, but the Holy Spirit will come upon you and give you power. Then you will tell everyone about me in Jerusalem, in all Judea, in Samaria, and everywhere in the world." After Jesus had said this, and while they were watching, he was taken up into a cloud. They could not see him, but as he went up, they kept looking up into the sky. The disciples asked Jesus about Israel's future. "Only God knows such things," he said. "Stay in Jerusalem. The Holy Spirit will come and help you tell others about me." Then Jesus was taken up into the clouds. Suddenly, two men dressed in white clothes were standing there beside them. They said, "Why are you men from Galilee standing here and looking up into the sky? Jesus has been taken to heaven, but he will come back in the same way that you have seen him go." The disciples kept looking for him. "Why are you looking for Jesus? Jesus is in heaven, but he will return someday." Those are our stories from Bible Now. I'll see you next week. Bye.